Bull market or bear market? Well, I would call it a cub, maybe a baby bear market. Hi, Dean Jenkins with FollowMeTrades.com, and this is the market update for the week coming up of April 3rd, 2017. And I called this a cub market, maybe a baby bear market, because the signs are increasingly showing the market's setting up for at least a small pullback from current levels. One of the analytical tools I use in looking at the market is Dow theory. And Dow theory tells us that an uptrend is defined by higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. And that when the market is turned, it puts in lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And it's doing that right now. And it appears that we've got at least a cub market, a small downturn in the market. And if you notice, this current move down that we've had over the last couple of weeks is bigger than any we've had since the election. Here's the move up from the election. It channeled just a little bit, it went up again, and now we've got a pretty clear pattern of the market turning down, at least in a small way. I'll go ahead and draw a pattern on here. We've got a lower low, we've got lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high so far, and signs that it's going to head down. And the likely scenario is that it's going to do this, down into at least this target zone between these two blue lines here, which has a midpoint at Dow 19,500. That's a very tradable move, and it looks like it's underway. We can see the momentum in our oscillator. Back in November it was up here. The last move early this year is lower, and now we've got negative momentum beginning. And the last time we saw a pattern like this with this kind of clarity, it wasn't here when it channeled. It was, and it even wasn't really here last fall before the election. Let's look back a little farther in time. If we look back at some of the other modest declines that we had in this ongoing bull market, back here at the beginning of 2016, it was a pretty good pullback then. We were able to trade that with some good success, and we saw it lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Woo! Look at that. And even after that, in the previous summer, after when the Brexit vote came in, we saw it setting up lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, low. So it looks like we got that kind of a pattern setting up again for at least a small bear market, a small pullback into this range here. Is this the big one? We don't have evidence of that yet, but for the next few weeks, I'm looking for some lows down into this range on the Dow, and that's how we're going to be trading. There are still some sectors, individual stocks that are heading up, and we're long on those. There's several good ones. And we're looking for longs in gold. We'll look at gold in a minute, and some individual stocks that are still going up. But we're going to be looking for short trades that are moving down with the overall market here. And financial sectors and basic material sectors are very interesting. So that's the forecast in the short term. We're not calling the big one, the big bear yet. But maybe a cub, maybe down at least a modest correction down to here for now. So let's go ahead and take a look at gold now. So here's the gold futures on a daily chart, and we're still bullish on gold. Had a nice impulsive move up into last year, early part of this year, pretty solid correction right into a Fibonacci retracement level, and then clear signs that the next leg is starting. It's pulled back a little bit. Remember, it moves higher highs, higher lows, new highs. We're looking for it to get up into this target range of 1276 to 1328, and that thesis is still intact, still not broken, and we're long gold and looking for more to come. Oil has been incredibly difficult to trade. This is the oil futures contract on a daily chart. So we were in a very narrow range. It broke down very dramatically, but found some support and is reversed up sharply. So if it reverses again and begins to head down, there may be some more shorts coming on oil. If it heads up, then we just got a very wide channel, and it's really basically untradeable. So the tradable thing would be if it reverses down from here and begins to put in lower lows, lower highs, and if it does that, it's probably going down to about the $40 range. But we need to see that proven. So oil untradeable at this time. So we're looking Just to recap, at least a modest move down in the major indexes, the Dow Industrials, the S&P 500, more bullishness, more moves up in gold, and an indeterminate state in oil right now. Looking for more evidence of what's going to happen. Well, that's the update for this week. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, send your questions, your comments, and we hope to catch you back on the next one. And we'll continue to provide updates as the story plays out. Thanks. Trade safe, use risk control, keep your winners big and your losers small. Bye.